Hello everyone, welcome back to Namma Laex Bengal presents current issue of the day. In today's episode, we'll discuss about Ramsar Sites. Why? Because today, that is the 2nd February, is International Wetlands Day, that is World Wetlands Day, and on this day, on the occasion of this day, two new Ramsar sites have been added in India. Okay, so discuss what is this Ramsar sites and how many Ramsar sites are there in India, and which are the two new Ramsar sites included in this one and their significance. Okay, so India designates two new wetlands of international importance, bringing the total number to 98 Ramsar sites. Very important, 98 Ramsar sites in India. And the Ramsar Convention was established in 1971 in Ramsar. Ramsar is a city in Iran. Ramsar is city plus lake in Iran. It aims to conserve wetlands globally, and India became a signatory in 1982. This is about Ramsar Convention or Ramsar Wetlands. 1982, India became a member and it was in Iran, and the convention took place in 1971. Very important. So aim is to protect the important wetlands. So important wetlands not only in a particular country but all around the world. So as a result, they want to conserve the wetlands because wetlands are important for the ecological conservation, biodiversity conservation, biodiversity richness, biodiversity evenness. So wetlands are very important. So in order to conserve them, we have Ramsar. Till now there were 96 Ramsar sites. After the inclusion, it has become 98. So for facts, Tamil Nadu has the highest number of wetlands in India, that is around 20 wetlands in Tamil Nadu. Second is Uttar Pradesh. It was 10, including one. Now it has become 11 now. So one has been included from Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh. So highest number is Tamil Nadu, and then it is followed by Uttar Pradesh. Okay. So what is the Ramsar site? Ramsar site, the definition of Ramsar site is wetland of international importance designated under the Ramsar Convention. Wetland of international importance designated under Ramsar Convention. Objective is biodiversity conservation, water security, and protection of migratory birds. What is the significance of this designated at Ramsar site? It helps in climate resilience, livelihood support, and ecological sustainability. So it brings international attention to a particular wetland. Okay, within this there is a sub record, that is Montreux's record. Montreux's record. You might ask, what is this Montreux's record? Montreux's record is a record of wetlands of international importance which are under severe threat. Which are under severe threat, and that needs immediate measures. Okay, that needs immediate relief measures. Okay, so these are given extra conservation or extra concentration and extra measures so that these wetlands can be conserved. So in India, there are two wetlands which are present in Montreux's record. One is Loktak Lake in Manipur. Loktak Lake in Manipur, which is very famous for Fumdis. Fumdis, which is very famous for Fumdis. It is like a type of grass which floats on the ground, floats on the river, or floats on the lake in this particular Loktak Lake. And also this Loktak Lake is also very important for Barasinga. Barasinga, which is also called as a bro-antlered deer. Bro-antlered deer. Very important Loktak Lake. And after that, one more lake is also there in Montreux's record, that is Keoladeo wetland, which is also a national park, which is present in Rajasthan. Which means they are under threat and they needs immediate action. So these are Montreux's record. Previously, Chilika Lake was also there in Montreux's record. And Chilika Lake was the first lake which was included in Ramsar sites in India. But after conservation strategies, this has improved its status. As a result, it was removed from the Montreux's record. Okay, hope this static part is clear. So what are the two new sites which are included? One is Patna Bird Sanctuary. We have to understand this Patna Bird Sanctuary is in Uttar Pradesh, Etah district of Uttar Pradesh. Do not confuse it with Bihar. Okay, type it is a freshwater wetland, and it is the smallest bird sanctuary in the UP. Okay, before we move on to the second one, let us understand Patna Bird Sanctuary. The Patna Bird Sanctuary, it is very important because it is one of important bird areas. What is this important bird areas? This important bird areas is again a designation given by Bird Life International Organization, Bird Life International Organization plus Wetland International Organizations. Okay, Bird Life International and Wetland International. They decide a particular area where there is high number of bird movement, where high number of migratory birds comes there, and high number of migratory birds reside there and set up their nest there. So these are called as international bird areas. In India, there are 497 important bird areas in India. Along with BirdLife International and Wetland International, there is another society, that is Bombay Natural History Society, BNHS. Okay, Bombay Natural History Society, which is a society which helps in creating or helps in designating important bird areas. Okay, so it also acts as a wintering ground for the migratory birds. Migratory birds are those birds which keeps on changing their place for different seasons. Different seasons they find a particular area and they reside there. So this particular area acts as a wintering ground for migratory birds such as pelicans, such as flamingos. Okay, and then it is also part of Central Asian flyways. This is very important. Part of Central Asian flyways. In the world, there are 9 flyways. What is this 9 flyways? These flyways are the ways which birds take during their migratory seasons. Okay, they will start from an area and then they will, during the summer, they will shift to some area. Then they will, during the winter, they will shift to some area. During the next season, they will shift to other areas. So these are called as flyways. Total, there are 9 flyways around the world, and one of them is winter Central Asian flyways. So the first is East Asian Australian flyways, and then is the Central Asian flyways, which starts with the Siberian and then passes through India and then till Indian Ocean. And then there is a West Asian East African flyways, and then Black Sea Mediterranean flyway, East Atlantic flyway, Atlantic Americas flyway, Central Americas flyway, and finally Pacific Americas flyway. So this particular Patna Birdlife Sanctuary is part of Central Asian flyway. Central Asian flyway. Next, it is also critical stopover for the long distance migratory birds such as pelicans and such as flamingos. And also it is very famous for duck population. Famous for ducks population such as northern pintail duck, Eurasian Vigean duck, and also lesser whistling duck, ruddy shell duck, etc., etc. These are some of the ducks which are very important, and also very important for local biodiversity such as Sangai deer and also mangroves, etc., etc. So this is about Patna Birdlife Sanctuary. And the second sanctuary or second wetland which has been included is Chari Dhand wetland, which is present in Gujarat district of Kutch. Okay, and it is a seasonal saline wetland, very important. These wetlands are divided based on their water style. So this Patna bird sanctuary is freshwater wetland, and whereas the Chari Dhand is a seasonal saline wetland. It is present between Banni grassland and Run of Kutch, two ecologically very important areas. So that is why it is a transitional zone. So let us understand Chari Dhand sanctuary. So is it important? It is very significant because of its biodiversity value. Large migratory bird population, supports desert wildlife, and also Gujarat's 5th Ramsar site, and it is unique seasonal saline ecosystem. Okay, what is this Run of Kutch? Run of Kutch is an ecosystem in Gujarat which is considered to be remnant of Tethys Sea. What is this Tethys Sea? Tethys Sea is ancient sea which was present between, if this was Earth, this was Gondwana land, and this was Gondwana and Eurasia land, and this was Angara land, and the sea between these two was called as Tethys Sea. Okay, so this Tethys Sea was later submerged by India because the Indian craton started moving towards northern area and it started submerging Tethys Sea. So this remnant of Tethys is called as Run of Kutch, and this particular Charidand wetland is present in this Run of Kutch area. As a result, it supports desert wildlife as well. Okay, its size is around 227 square kilometer. It was declared as the first conservation reserve in Gujarat, and also very important for Indian gazelle, chinkara, desert fog, caracal, etc., etc. So that is about Charidand. Okay, so very important to remember is there are now totally 98 Ramsar sites in India, and February 2nd is called as World Wetlands Day. And we already told about Ramsar and Montreux record. This is very important from prelims perspective. Okay, so with this I will be ending the video. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.